Channel 4 News, this is The Scene at 6 with Jeff McAtee, Demetria Kaladimos, Bill Hall, and Rudy Kalis.
Good evening. We have two major stories tonight. Mayor Bill Boner announces major budget cuts and layoffs for Nashville.
But topping our news tonight is the death of a rising country music star. Keith Whitley was found dead in his Goodlettsville home just after noon today. At this point, his death is a mystery to police.
It's 5:30 p.m. on the East Coast and 2:30 in the afternoon out west. Thank you for joining us here on CNN Headline News. I'm Sachi Koto, in today for Linda Stoker.
And I'm Chuck Roberts. The death of a legend, our top story this half hour. Johnny Cash is gone. The country music world is saying goodbye to the legendary Man in Black. He died early this morning at a hospital in Nashville.
And tonight, the music world is mourning the loss of a legend. George Jones has died at the age of 81. He enjoyed a hard-living life. He recorded dozens of country music hits about good times and regrets. As Jen Tryon reports, he inspired a generation of country music stars.
Now to breaking news. A country singer is killed in a helicopter crash in South Jersey. Troy Gentry, half of the duo Montgomery Gentry, died this afternoon. The chopper he was in went down while approaching the Flying W airport in Medford. That's about 20 miles east of Philadelphia. Gentry died of his injuries as he was rushed to the hospital. The pilot died at the scene. The cause of the crash not known. It is under investigation at this time.
And now, 23 News at noon. One of the most famous singers in music history is dead following a plane crash in Monterey, California. From 23 News, that's the top story for this Monday, October 13th, 1997. Good afternoon, I'm Andy Gannon. Here's what's happening now at noon. The sister of John Denver's first wife says John Denver is dead at the age of 53. She says Denver was on a small plane that crashed yesterday in California's Monterey Bay. He was piloting the plane and the only one aboard. The local airport has confirmed the plane does in fact belong to John Denver. Coast Guard spokesman says the body pulled from the wreckage is unrecognizable. The coroner has now confirmed that that body is John Denver's. Denver will be remembered for his simple melodies and folk music spanning 3.5 decades.
Here is a bulletin from Channel 5 News. Singer Elvis Presley has died in a Memphis, Tennessee hospital. The 45-year-old entertainer apparently died of a respiratory ailment. No other details were given. Repeating, singer Elvis Presley has died at the age of 45. A complete report tonight on Newswatch at 10.
At 1:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the teletype machine in our newsroom here at WCKY began typing out a dispatch from Oak Hill, West Virginia. It said hillbilly singer and composer Hank Williams died early today, apparently of a heart attack while being driven to a radio singing date at Canton, Ohio. His driver, Charles Carr, said he discovered that Williams was dead in the rear seat of their car a few miles outside of Oak Hill, West Virginia. Carr said he thought his employer was asleep and he had gone back to make sure that he was warm enough.
3 members of the country rock group Lynyrd Skynyrd were among 6 people killed when a twin-engine plane crashed in a southeastern Mississippi swamp. The dead were lead singer Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Steve Gaines, and Gaines' sister, vocalist Cassie Gaines. Authorities say it appears the pilot was trying to crash land the plane after running low on fuel but struck treetops near Macomb, Mississippi on the Louisiana border. As leader of the group, Van Zant helped create country rock hits like Free Bird and Sweet Home Alabama.
Some sad news from the music world. Country Music Hall of Fame member Charlie Daniels has died at the age of 83.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bag.
President Carter issued a statement today about the death of John Wayne. Mr. Carter said, in an age of few heroes, he was the genuine article. John Wayne's long battle against cancer came to an end last night when he passed away at the UCLA Medical Center. Here's Barbara.
Frank, John Wayne's funeral will be Friday, and according to his wishes, it will be private. His eldest son, Michael, said today, Dad lived with dignity, and he wanted his funeral services conducted the same way. He personally didn't care for funerals. He liked to remember people as they were.